Hola chicos, this is Miss Schaefer. Today we're going to be working with Vocabulario en Contexto de capítulo 5A. Están páginas 222 y 223. La tema de este capítulo es familias y fiestas. The theme of this chapter is families and parties and celebrations. So as you watch this video, I want you to ask yourself, how can I talk about my family in Spanish? On this first picture here, we have a lot of family vocabulary where you can learn how to say things like brother, sister, aunt, uncle, etc. So we're going to look at this family tree here, and actually as a project for this chapter, you will eventually make a family tree. So that's something to be thinking about. But on your list, I want for you to go ahead and write down some of the following terms. Abuelos are grandparents. And then more specifically, abuelo is grandfather. And abuela is a grandmother. You'll remember that when we talk about a group, if there's even one male, we use the ellos form. So that's why abuelos is grandparents. We have the same thing here. Parents are padres, and in the same way, padre is father, and madre is mother. So you can see we're working from Christina's point of view right here. So these are her parents. Over here, also related to her grandparents, we have her tía, which is an aunt, and her tío, which is an uncle. So of course, tíos would be uncles and aunts, a mix of those. On our last line here, we have Cristina, that's yo or I, which you guys know. And then we have her brother and sister. So hermano is brother, and hermana is sister. And then hermanos is brothers and sisters or siblings. So again, because if you have even one male, then it'll be the ellos form. And then over here, the children of her aunt and uncle, we have her prima, which is specifically a female cousin, and her primo, which is a male cousin. So a group of cousins, both male and female, would be primos. And then lastly, I know for a lot of you, your cat and dog are kind of a part of your family. So we have the words for cat and dog over here. Dog is perro, and cat is gato. Please make sure you have all these terms written down on your list of new words before you head on to the next slide. In addition to the ones that we just talked about, you'll notice these four over here. The ending astro or astra is how they say step. So a stepfather, you would take padre, except that we're not going to use that E, and we're going to add astro instead. It'll be the same thing with madrastra, as if you had madre, take away the E, add astra instead, and then you have stepbrother and stepsister. En esta página vamos a ver algunas conversaciones con Cristina. On this page we're going to see a couple of conversations with Cristina. So first she says here, Hola, me llamo Cristina. Hoy es mi cumpleaños. Hello, my name is Cristina. Today is my birthday. And cumplir means to complete, and años is years, so birthday is literally her completion of years. Toda mi familia va a preparar para una fiesta para celebrar. All of my family is going to prepare. Here's the infinitive, preparar. That's a normal AR verb. Una fiesta para celebrar. A party in order to celebrate. You have another infinitive right there that goes along with parties. Va a ser muy divertido. It's going to be really fun. Now, one little note as we talk here. Please remember that divertido cannot be used as a noun like we use it in English. Divertido is just an adjective. So we can't say like I'm going to have fun. We just use it as it is fun. Okay. Conversación 2. Aquí está mi familia. Here is my family. Tengo dos hermanos. I have two brothers. Mi hermana mayor, Angélica, que tiene 16 años, y mi hermano Esteban, que tiene 15 años. Mayor means older. Menor, we're going to get to down here in a second, means younger. I like to remember that menor sounds like minor, which is younger, and then to be the mayor of the town, you'd have to be older. Que tiene 16 años. Tiene comes from tener, which means to have, and that's how they say how old people are. So this is saying my older sister Angelica, who is 16 years old, and my brother Esteban, who is 15 years old. Y aquí están mis primos. And here are my cousins. Carolina, que tiene 17 años. Caroline, that is 17 years old. Y su hermano menor, Gabriel, que tiene solo 13 años. Su is his or her. In this case, it means her. And we're going to learn how to do that this chapter. And so she says her younger brother, Gabriel, is only 13 years old. Solo means only. Make sure you have that accent mark. En la última conversación, in the last conversation, she says, mira a las personas de las fotos. Look at the people, kind of sounds like persons, in the pictures. Las fotos is las, even though it ends in an OS, because it's actually short for the word fotografías, which ends in an A. Es la familia de mi tía Josefina. It's the family of my Aunt Josefina. Mi tío Andrés es el esposo de Josefina. Now remember, mi tío means my uncle. So my uncle Andrés is the husband. Okay, and I'll also have you go ahead and write down esposa, as you might guess. The feminine spouse is wife. Please write both of those down. Es el esposo de Josefina. Ellos tienen dos hijos. They have two children. Su hijo, their son, Gabriel, y su hija, Carolina, and their daughter, Carolina. You'll notice a lot of those words in this chapter are the same, except that they're the masculine with the O on the end and the feminine with the A on the end. Like esposo, esposa, hijo, hija, hermano, hermana, y primo, y prima. We have one more slide we're going to work on. On this slide, we have a few more vocab words. A regalo is a gift, and a cámara, as you might guess, is a camera. Make sure you have that accent. We have some decorations over here. Fiesta mania. Tenemos todo para tu fiesta de cumpleaños. It says, we have everything for your birthday party. And here are some decorations that we're going to write down on our lists. Las luces are lights. The singular version is la luz. La piñata, you guys know as a piñata. We'll have to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with one of these. Los globos are balloons. El papel picado. This is a very Hispanic decoration. It means it's like cut paper decorations. We don't really have a translation for it, but it's very common in Latin decorating. La flor is a flower, and las flores is the plural, flowers. El pastel is a cake, and los dulces are candies. And then it has the address down here. So in esta última conversación, in this final conversation, a friend of Cristina says, hoy es el cumpleaños de Cristina. Today is the birthday of Cristina. Tengo un regalo para ella. I have a gift for her. Es una cámara. It's a camera. A Cristina le encanta sacar fotos. And we're going to learn to use this chapter. This is just like the verb gustar, except it means like she loves. We'll learn about how that works. with the le mete. And then sacar fotos. She loves to take pictures. Please make sure you have all these new vocab words written down, and then you can head to the last page to do your final questions. Remember, the question that you should have been thinking throughout this video is, how can I talk about my family in Spanish? So right before we get to the family, I'm going to have you write down this one sentence on your paper, please. And you're going to fill in the blanks. You'll notice it says me gusta, I like, and decorar. Decorar will be one of your new words. Not that you've learned it in this, but it's a cognate. So this means to decorate. I like to decorate with, and you can fill in 2 different kinds of decorations here. Then I'm going to ask you to create a list of your family members. I started one for my family down here. 1. Mi hermano se llama Nathan. 2. Mi padre se llama Jonathan. 3. Mi hermana se llama Ana. You only need to do the people who live in your house with you. Thanks for working on this, and as always, if you have any questions, please go ahead and write them down on the bottom of your paper so that you can remember to ask them when we go over this in class. Adios!